Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here. It's the recap. Oh, boy. Wow. What the hell was that? Dumpster fire on a beach. Dumpster fire on a beach. All right. So many storylines, so much to get into. What did we just watch? This is the East Coast recap. Oh, boy. Kenny and Mar, you just can't have a good thing without messing it up, can you? All right, mess that finger onto the like button. Give this video a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. Valerie says, who feels that the poor cake was the one who lost the most tonight? I couldn't agree more. I mean, somebody took the time to put that cake together. They cooled it. They waited to put the frosting on. Come on. As soon as that cake hit the fire, I would have been in there before it gets too hot. We saw at the end there, Riley was trying to save it. Good for Riley. Trying to figure it out here. We get some music that... I want to get some music going that's a little bit more upbeat than this. No offense to this music here, but it's like this indie pop is putting me to sleep. Ashley said Riley was saving his cheat day for that cake. Yeah, could you imagine if I was on Paradise, the only thing I would cheat on is the cake. Cheat on my diet. All right, here we are, folks. It was one time. I won't do it again. All right. Gorilla says I'd be pissed off if I was a cake baker. Come with me. Absolutely. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. Yeah, right at the end, right? Riley was like, well, I mean, was there chocolate? What was it? Was there any sort of filling? How long did the cake take to make? Valerie says, what a disaster tonight. You are correct there. Absolutely. Yeah, Bruce says, Paradise Fire Cake, a new recipe. Hey, that could be right. A new recipe there? You just... Here's what you got to do. You got to bake a cake. You got to scorn a lady. And then she throws it into an open fire. The scorn lady part adds the flavor to it. You need to scorn the lady. All right, so Valerie says, but Ivan, how could anyone not want him forever? Well, Jasenia doesn't see the spark. You know what I mean? But then this will have to be a separate video for another time. But someone brought to my attention the photo dump from Katie Thurston from several months ago, where Jasenia and the hell's that guy's name had already met. I'm trying to find the photo right here. Give me a second. Oh, it's in there somewhere. I think it's in my DMs. Freckles Gold says, I want to see Abigail and Connor together. We got a lot of comments coming in. Do me a favor. This is how we work. You hit the like button, you subscribe, and then you can leave a comment. All right. Try to find this, you know, not that it's that important, but this was just passed over to me, of course. I'm sure this is making the rounds. Now, these are photos. So this is Jasenia, and of course, this is, what the hell's his name? Chris. That's right. That's Chris right there. So clearly, I mean, look, hey, yeah, they're all, let me see if I can find this other thing. So there's Jasenia. No Chris in that photo. Oh, but there it is right there. Hold on. Go down. Go down. So there they are. There you have it, folks. Hey, what are you going to do? You know what I mean? Everyone knows each other already. What are you gonna do? Who cares? That's the name of the game. Devin said, so glad we're seeing Riley's fun side. He was so serious on Tasha's season. Yeah, Riley. Riley's a cool guy. Riley's got some layers to him. Crafty Beach says they knew each other. They always know each other. Yeah, there they are. So this was 15 weeks ago when Katie Thurston visited San Diego. Now she's moving there. And of course, you know, she's there with her ladies. And of course, we had some photos there of Chris Conrad and Jasenia. Hey, who knows? Maybe they'd already hooked up. Maybe they haven't. My guess is they didn't hook up. They seem to have, you know, whatever. So clearly he had a little bit of that home field advantage, if you know what I'm talking about. Tammy called Katie out. Let's try to find that. This all gets sent to my DMs all at once. So let's see who sent me that part. Give me a second while I pull this up. So this is the batch. Lex posted this, but this must have been from Tammy's page. That's a photo of Chris Conran and Jasenia's in there somewhere. I wish they didn't pretend not to know each other when clearly they do. I wish producers allowed them to be open about that. I think it would be more fun to see the behind the scenes. Who likes who? I know there's so much behind the scenes we don't know. Wish they talked about that stuff. The proposed illusion that they shouldn't know each other prior is stupid. We have social media now. Let them explore the people they've been friendly with and had an eye on. All right, I'm done. Yeah, okay, sure. I don't know. I don't really care either way. I don't care if they want to make it sort of fake. You know, it doesn't bother me. So what? So Brendan and Piper, you know, whatever. I don't know. Shadia says, come on, most of them know each other. Yeah, I mean, look, absolutely. I think Tammy says, hey, it's fine. Just call it out. Just say, hey, yeah, we met with Katie's thing. I guess maybe they're not expecting Bachelor fans to go that deep into the Bachelor world. Of course, you guys do. You guys are the experts here. Madison said, I feel like Demi was needed because they have all met each other and it would probably be cordial otherwise. That's a good point. Demi is really there to stir the pot up. I mean, are Demi and Kenny an actual thing? Did they actually go to the Boom Boom Room together? I just don't know what to believe anymore. Crafty Beach says Natasha's acting too. Yeah, I mean, this is better acting than most soap operas, to be honest. Aaron and Mari as a couple? I definitely don't see that happening. Rebecca said they gave Blake Horseman so much stuff, but they all know each other once they're brought into the franchise. Yeah, oh, absolutely. There should be no calling anybody out at this point for you know, being there for the wrong reasons. Jess says, I'm fired up about the trash bag comment. So this is in reference to, and this will be on my recap, that Thomas pulled Tammy to the you know, day bed, right? Night bed. And Aaron is like, what, bro, what? Really? You're going to walk right by me? You know, he's my mortal enemy. Then Tammy goes and kisses Thomas. Now, Thomas was like, look, I would have kissed you, but, you know, I'm going to work on it. Well, and then Tammy just swoops right in, mounts him. Totally fair. They're all single. And then Aaron's friends, I don't think Aaron said this, but let me know who it was. Was it Trey? Let me know. Someone says, oh, that's a trash move. I don't know if they called her trash. Let me know if anyone remembers. They said it was a trash move, but did they call Tammy trashy? Yeah, here's the recap. Tammy climbed on top of him. Be mad at her, not him. Well, I don't even think you should be mad at her anyway. But I mean, look, you can be mad at her. You don't have ownership rights over her. Was it disrespectful? If you thought the relationship was becoming serious, then yeah, sure. You know, if she was like, oh, you're the one, you're the guy, and then she just, you know, goes, horseback riding on top of Thomas's legs, sure. But at the same time, you know, Tammy and Thomas both kind of said, hey, yeah, we were the villains. And it's like, well, giddy up. TM said they called her a trash bag. Trey said it was trash bag behavior. Yeah, so this is where it gets careful. Crafty says she's a trash bag person. And then Trey said trash bag behavior. I don't know which one it was. Neither are good. Freckles Gold said Kenny and Demi, I don't like them together. So, all right, so Sarah has it. Sarah said he specifically said trash bag human behavior. So, I don't think that's any better or worse than calling someone trashy. I don't know if it's a good idea to call a lady on the beach trashy when you're all there to, sling your spade, lance your bass, bump your Harrison and spike your coconut. I don't really know which one of those is considered trashy, but I guess in like a normal circumstance, if you made out with a guy in front of your boyfriend, that would be trashy. But in this circumstance, I think you kind of have to just assume that that's going to happen, right? Bruce says, my trash bags are lavender scented. They're delightful. Yeah, I got the good ones too. That's one thing I learned. I grew up where my mom would buy nothing but the cheapest brand of everything. She was just raised, just everything was like the cheapest brand. So every time you would get like every time you put anything in the trash bag, it would all break. And now I get that nice one that, it's kind of elasticy and it's got that lavender scent. So good on you, Bruce. Have a little quality in your trash bag. Christine says, let them eat cake. I feel like I've heard that before. Mari says, hold my beer. Letty said, I feel like Joe and Serena's date was last week. Yeah. I mean, are Joe and Serena the only non-dramatic things happening on the show right now? You have Mari and Kenny, and you've got Carl and Chasen, that whole issue. You've got, who else is swoop? I can't even think. Jasenia, Ivan, and whatever, the Chris Conran. Julie said, I'm more fired up that Aaron called her a dog, I think. Did he actually call her a dog? There were so many words being thrown around. Oh yeah, Jess says, yes, he also called her a dog. Yikes. Is it extra? I don't want to get into it. Elizabeth said, I'm still not over feeling bad for Connor, all while shipping Riley and Marissa. Yeah, and I don't think Marissa just knows. I think Marissa's a sweetheart. I just don't know if she's understands. Connor's doing such a good job of not showing negative emotions. He's like, oh, how was your night? Oh, that I wonder if Marissa understands how heartbroken Connor is, Sarah said, I'm sure Trey is regretting that big time now. Yeah, we're going to have some issues. Let me Google search this and let's see if we can pull up anything here. I don't know if there's going to be any, I'm sure there'll be fallback. Demi asking why there's so much drama in the house. Okay. Yeah, that's a good one by Fantake, right? If anyone needs a few minutes in the boom boom room together, it's these two. Yeah, Kenny oversharing before the rose ceremony. That was strange, wasn't it? Wasn't that odd? That was definitely producer driven. Kenny's like, I'm with Demi now. I'm not with Maury anymore. It's like, what are we doing? It makes it feel contrived. just because I really think Mari and Kenny are just really had a really good bond. It's so twisted though. Like Kenny has a point. He shouldn't. I feel like you shouldn't necessarily take someone's word for what they're saying, because like Mari was saying like, oh, maybe if someone asked me on a date, I should go on another date. And Kenny was like, all right, you want to pee on the ground? I'll stick your head in it. He treated it like a very semantic situation, and I don't think that's a good way to do it. I kind of feel like that was Kenny's chance, like Mari said, to kind of show her how bad he wanted her, but he took it the other way. He took it like he was being ditched either way, so he might as well be the first one to ditch. You know what I mean? That one Shah said, I agree with Kenny that Mari didn't know what she was saying. She wants the option to date someone else, but doesn't want him to do the same. Yeah, well, Mari specifically was saying if someone asked me on a date, I want like very gray area. Mari clearly wasn't really sure what she was asking for. Ashley and I agree. She says need a mortage this episode. I agree. She was too busy eating the pasta. Oh, she's the best. Okay. Anuja says, I just think it's such a double standard when he made out with Serena C where Tammy could see it. There are tons of double standards happening. Joy said, Kenny and Demi just having fun, can't envision a relationship. Do me a favor, if anyone wants to call in, let me know what you thought. Now's your time to call 401-213-9828. Let's see if we have the voicemail line up and running here. No voicemails yet, but that's where you can go to call 401-213-9828. Let me know what you're thinking. You know what I gotta do? I gotta close this window. I opened this window because it was gonna get hot in here, but it's too loud. So if you guys don't mind, here's your chance to leave a voicemail. Okay, 401-213-9828. I'll be back in 20 seconds. We're back. Okay, let's get into it. All right, here we go. Any voicemails for me here? No voicemails yet. They're all going to come in all at once. I know how it works. Elizabeth said Mari was wrong for sure. Playing games doesn't always work the way you intend. But also, Kenny kind of played games too. Kenny was like, this is what you want? This is what you want? Okay. All right, hey, Demi, let's go. Boom, boom, room. I think him and Mari could have figured that out if they met and did a better job of defining everything. You know what I mean? Jess says Mari was a mess. All right. Skylar said, it is fine that Kenny went on the date with Mari. However, he must understand that going in the boom boom room with Demi will change the way that Mari views him, even if they end up together. Yeah. I mean, that's where you wonder, like, how far of this is fabricated. Did they actually go into the boom boom room? Because Demi was saying, like, she was like, I'm gonna bang this guy, whatever. Jordan says, I was really confused why Taj was imploding. Me too. We don't really know that story. We didn't get to see too much. Well, yep. Aaron called her a dog. Trey called her human trash. All right, we got all that covered. All right, yeah. Tomorrow night's gonna be pretty interesting. It'll be pretty interesting to see what the heck actually goes down. All right, we got our first voicemail. Let's go ahead and see who this is.
This is Nin from Chicago, just calling in response to your show recap, Bachelor in Paradise.
What's that?
So I think Marie actually was trying to mirror kind of like the process of Joe and Serena P. And when Serena went on a date, I wanted to test it out. But I think where Marie went wrong is that she just blatantly said, I want to be open to dating other people without really having someone in mind. And it almost seems like she was kind of giving up on it. So I can see where Kenny's, probably frustration was from. Why is she trying to play games kind of thing? And so I feel like he's way too mature for that. So I'm kind of with Demi on this one.
Oh, you're with Demi on that one, yeah. I mean, look, when you see a guy like Kenny, who's like a good-looking guy, he seems like a cool guy, and then you wonder why he may be single. Look, and being single is fine, but if you are there for the right reasons, you wonder why he wants to be single, and then you go, well, look, at the first sign of adversity, he's like, all right, I'm going with Demi. BT said, Kenny took it too far with the boom boom room when he claims to have feelings for Mari. Yeah, and then, Mari throws the cake. I don't know. The whole thing seemed contrived. Could it be that Demi's whole thing is all producer driven? I mean, obviously, the producers knew they needed to get her, a piñata and birthday things. So clearly they knew they were going to be driving the wedge between it. So, it makes you think, what is Demi completely producer driven? Is she just a wild card? And if so, good for her. She's a great actress.
Hey Dave, this is Madison calling from Minnesota.
Hi Madison.
Haven't called in a while.
Welcome
Hey
back.
everyone. Couple of notable things, I guess, for me. First of all, I don't really mind Demi. I think she's fun and she is there to stir the pot. I think she's good at doing that, and I don't really mind that she's there and kind of just adding a little flavor to everything. Let me think. Also, I'm really honestly just excited to see, the big names come in, like Becca, Tia, to come in and kind of, see what happens. I don't think Kendall coming in will cause a huge thing with Joe, honestly. I think they're going to be cordial and kind of nice. Also, I live for Tajwan. Love her. She's so funny. She's exactly what we needed. And I think that's kind of it. I just want more people to show up, essentially. Yeah. So that's all I have.
Bye.
All right, thanks. Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much for the call there. Look, let's just get some new people in here. Come on, we'll get them tomorrow. I thought Becca was coming today. Sorry, I shouldn't be surprised that they're milking Becca's arrival. But two Beccas, right? Two Beccas coming in. Christine Marciana says, I loved the cake throwing. I mean, somebody's got to clean the fire pit out. There's some guys my job was to take care of the fire. Now I got to take care of the, now there's cake on the rocks, the whole thing. We'll have to see how it goes. All right, a couple more voicemails. Yeah, I think it's pretty obvious what we all just saw go down. Someone actually said they felt bad for Carl. He's trying to give the bracelet. I mean, look, and again, Carl seems he actually does seem like a nice guy. And I'm not just saying that because he was nice to me on social media. He seems like a nice guy. Giving someone a bracelet is just it's sort of, and I get, he said it 5 times, no commitment, no obligations, blah, blah, blah. But again, we don't know how strong their connections are. Maybe he really wanted to give her a bracelet. But if she doesn't give him the rose back, is he can I get that bracelet back? How does that work? Okay, Kelly's calling from Chicago. Does Chicago watch it with East Coast time? I'm so confused. I thought Chicago was Central time. How does that work? Will someone explain to me how that works? All right, here we go. You're up.
Hey, Dave. This is Callie calling from Chicago. So it seems like to me with the whole Kenny-Mari situation that there was a conversation we didn't see before this all happened where perhaps Kenny said something along the lines of, oh, let's try to work this out. And perhaps Mari thought that he meant, oh, perhaps we should take this serious or at least serious in paradise sense where we don't go on dates if we're asked. And that maybe scared Mari a bit, which is what led her to clarify that she wanted to be able to accept someone's date invitation. And of course, it spiraled from there since Kenny may have thought that he put himself out there and essentially was rejected. So that led him to essentially find a rebound in Demi. Would love to hear your thoughts on maybe if there was something we didn't see that happened before the Mari Kenny situation.
Well, now we have a comment here. Thank you so much for the phone call that says the bracelet was expensive. The charms cost like $50. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that makes sense. He got it in Miami. I don't know if you guys know. He got it in Miami. So, yeah, the whole Kenny Mari situation, it almost makes you wonder, do you think they purposefully not show us everything so we'll kind of have one of these like, was it a break? What we, kind of moments. You got to think, yeah, it was tough because, Mari goes, I want to be able to accept a date from another guy, and then Kenny obviously pushes back to all that because Kenny wanted her only. Kenny was like all in on her, and then so I'm not feeling bad for anybody in this situation because it's messy, but Kenny's like, his response to that was to push away, and then Kenny's with Demi, obviously, that happens, and then Mari to camera says, "Well, I just wanted him to fight for me." It's like, lady, he was fighting for you. That's why you were his only girl, You both are catches out there. Smoke shows, if you will. How funny was that when Serena was like, everyone got mad when he called people a smoke show, but all women want to be called a smoke show. I was like, oh, here we go again. Ladies, I'm gonna let you guys have that one. I personally think being called a smoke show is not necessarily a degrading thing, but we don't need to get into that context. I guess it's all about your motivations to why and how you're saying it. All right, here we go. Next up.
This is Calvin Houston Jr. from Memphis, Tennessee. I just want to say
Calvin,
that the situation with Tammy and Aaron, I think Aaron's going to send himself home because in the preview I saw him yell at Tammy saying that she was going to regret what she did. So I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen tomorrow night. Bye.
Bye. How about that? Calvin Houston Jr. from Memphis, Tennessee, right down there on Beale Street. I spent New Year's there a couple years ago. I love Memphis, Tennessee. You're the only 10 I see. All right, but love it when a nice gentleman calls in. We don't get as many male callers. I love all the male callers. Get in here. Good point. Will Aaron just eliminate? Is Tammy? But look, I mean, we know Becca's showing up. Does Tammy leave Aaron for Thomas, and then Becca shows up? Or does Becca show up at the beginning of the rose ceremony and give out a rose? Becca might be giving out a rose before she even meets these guys. In which case, Becca could theoretically give a rose to Thomas, and then Tammy could be like, "Hey, Aaron, Thomas and I were just playing, tonsil hockey, but now I'm back with you." We'll have to see how it plays.
Dave, it's Nicole from Dallas.
Hi, Nicole.
Calling just to say, I'm not really feeling the cast right now or the storylines of any of them. I'm really liking Joe and Serena for now. And but otherwise, I don't know. It's kind of a lackluster bunch of people for me. I don't know. It's just not doing it for me. I was really hoping Becca would show up today. I thought she was going to because you said she was going to. How dare you? I'm just kidding. But,
I thought she was.
Yeah, I don't know. Joe and Serena are the only couple right now that I'm even remotely interested in. And I also hated to side with Demi, but she was right. Pains me to say that. But yeah, anyways, have a good night.
Nicole in Dallas,
Bye.
Thank you so much. Did everyone hit the like button? Now's your chance. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. We'll have content all day tomorrow. I have a show in Hawthorne tomorrow night, so that means no live stream. I have a rehearsal for a new short film that I'm in that I've got to go to rehearsal in the evening, and then a late night stand-up show after that. So I'm going to have a very long day tomorrow. Thursday night, I have a rooftop show in West Hollywood. And Friday and Saturday, I might have shows in Ventura. I haven't confirmed that yet, though. So plenty going on in my world if anyone wants to come laugh a little bit. You can also go on my Patreon if you want to check out my stand-up set from over the weekend. 35 likes. We're only at 35 likes. We have 397 people in the chat. That's a pretty good number here. Hit the like button if you don't mind. Spike your coconuts on top of that like button. Slap those cokies. Emily says he got all dressed up and then found out his boo flipped another guy. Yeah, what can you do? Connor, that's the only... Does this mean Connor's getting voted off? I think that means Connor's not going to make it anymore. What a bummer that'll be. Maybe that's why they got a lot of his music in. because he's not going to be around much longer. All right, voicemails are wide open. Do yourself a favor, call in. Let me know what you guys have going on. Oh, 86 likes. That's not good. We can't get too far with 86 likes. We need to get that up to 200. Look, we got either 316, people are not enjoying this chat, or you guys are just maybe watching on the couch. But go ahead, spike some cookies on that like button there. Bumpy Harrison, subscribe if you could. Bruce says Cat Connor is out, I think. Yeah, he's about to be a stray cat. Okay, sadly. Alyssa says, I hope Mari gives her rise to Connor. Ooh, how about that one? Yeah, Rose, of course. That could be a scenario, right? Because assuming Demi gives a rose to Kenny, Mari's got a free rose. Will Mari give the rose to Aaron? Some people are saying. Maybe she gives it to Aaron. 124 likes. Okay, now we're up to 124 likes. That's pretty good. Just keep liking. It's free. Don't keep liking. Like an odd number of times. You can like it 1, 3, 7. Dave is going to need to clone himself to do all these gigs. Yeah, look, it's going to be a busy week, but I'm going to just try to get my sleep where I can, not have too much caffeine late at night, and get through this. That's why there's no graphics on the recap videos. It's like, oh my gosh, if you guys only knew. We're holding it all together by a thread over here. Drinking water right now. It's lime and watermelon. Sparkling water. It's okay. Nothing to write home about. Remember those days where you wrote home instead of just texting your mom like, hey, what's for dinner? All right, here we go. Music's gone. Let's get some music going and do yourself a favor. All right, we got some more voicemails in. Feel free to call in 401-213-9828.
Hold on. I don't even think that Dave sorry. I don't even think that Debbie and Kenny actually did anything in the Boom Boom Room. Like, that's how much I think, that's how fake this season is to me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even think that they did anything. This season is just so weird. Like, no one's honest. So I feel like this season is just, I don't know. The contestants are honest. Things are like just, they're just lying on camera. It's just so weird. It's so much more juicy, like when they're just spilling the tea on the season.
I hear you.
Now I watch it and I'm just like, are you guys just making shit up? Like, just spill it. Just spill the tea. What's really going on over there?
That's a good question. What's really going on over there? Somebody let us know. All right, we'll keep this party going. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I believe Kenny and Mari are like the real deal. And that makes me think that the Demi thing's completely made up. But then again, I'm holding these people like way too high up, and like, chances are, it's like sometimes the simple answer is the right answer, and the simple answer is that they are all just a hot mess.
It's Susan from Michigan.
Hi,
I just
Susan.
wanted to call with a thought. Did the bros, Aaron, Trey, James, do they understand that they need to actually spend time with the women if they want to form a relationship versus just talking to each other all day and night? Just wondered. Anyway, bye.
Bye. Thanks for the call. Listen, the bros need bros time. You know what I mean? I hear you. Yeah, it's like when they all arrived and the bros were just like trying to bro out. Look, call it societal. I don't care if it's societal or if it's in our DNA. You get a bunch of guys together, they're just going to grab ass with each other for a little while. They need that energy. You know what I mean? They're on a beach. They got to play football and flex and whatever. Mick Squeer says Demi mentioned liking Kenny when she came in, so I suspect production got Mari to have that talk with Kenny to stir the pot, knowing Demi would go for it. That one shot said if Kenny and Mari get back together, how strong will their relationship be? It really just, how strong their relationship would be completely depends on whether or not the Demi thing's fabricated. If the Demi thing's not fabricated, That's a tough one to cross over because like every single fight. Oh, why didn't you go into the boom boom room? It's like, oh, geez, you know, you can't even imagine. Here's a 9-second voicemail. This might be garbage. Let's have a listen.
The one question I do.
Oh, here we go.
Hey, David, this is Mike from New York City. The one question I do have for you is, how would you save a cake from the fire? Thank you.
First of all, whenever it's a short voicemail, I assume it's a garbage voicemail because usually you ladies like to chat with these 2-minute voicemails here. Listen, my guy over here leaves a 9-second voicemail. It gets right to the point. Absolutely. How would I save the cake? First of all, the first thing you want to do is try to kick as much of the cake off the fire as possible, and then you can eat the top. Like, so if you're able to slide the cake off the fire or find a part that's not like on flames, and then if you have like, I don't know, a rock that you can scoop the cake, you got to do whatever you can, maybe even your hands. Like there's a chance you can still get at it with your hands, you know? But of course, if you were like roasting s'mores or cooking and you had like a spatula nearby, that'd be huge. But there's a way to save that cake. Now, if the cake touches like the ground, not a big deal. But when cake touches sand, ain't nobody trying to have a sandy cake. Am I right, guys? You don't need that. No one needs that. Valerie has a good point. Don't kick, then you get the sand. I meant to like kick it off the fire. Like get it to the side. If you can get it to the side of the fire, I think that's the best case scenario. Gorilla, like that's my point. Slide it into a rock and avoid the sand. So I'd have to look again at the setup. It's one of those things you need to just act on your initial impulse and not overthink it. You know, you need to have like the Tony Robbins moment where they walk on the coals, but you need to walk your hand on top of that cake and just give me the cake. And I think that could have happened, you know, but then again, that, you know, if Mari throws the cake into the fire and then you're just eating it, you know, on the side, everyone's going to want a piece of yours. Tara says the sand, there's no saving the cake from the sand. I mean, you have a valid point here. You have a valid point. There's no saving the cake from the sand. If you wait overnight, do the crabs eat all the fire cake? How good would that be? Imagine being a crab and you're like, oh, we didn't catch any sand fleas today. And then someone's like, hey, Tony, there's chocolate cake on the fire. And you just like walk to the side and get it. Absolutely. Subyanchik says, I'm shocked about Ivan getting dumped. But that's the thing. He didn't get dumped. She just said she doesn't know if he's got the spark yet. But it does make you wonder. Tayshia couldn't find the spark with Ivan either. So maybe he just doesn't work in these types of situations. Caitlin's got it. You need a pizza paddle. Yeah, you need to get in there with the pizza paddle and just pull it right out. Absolutely. That's a great idea. Pizza paddle. Other scenarios that might work, some sort of fishing pole situation, if you could like stab it. If you could stab, like depending on the integrity of the cake, if it's like super fudgy, you might be able to stab it and get a lot out. But chances are, yeah, you're gonna need some sort, or you know what would work is like some sort of like 3-pronged fork. You know, like if you were like say roasting s'mores or doing something, like a little claw would work if you had like but there's no reason anyone would have that. Yeah, so they're really. I can understand why no one was able to get to it. Let me see if I can find a photo on Twitter of the cake. It's going to be hard to pull up here. Go ahead and leave a voicemail if you want. I'd love to hear from you guys. The voicemail line is wide open, so go ahead and leave a voicemail. And let's see if we can get a photo of this cake. Because, yeah, it would be nice if we could see how we could get to this. Let's do this. Bachelor in Paradise fire cake. Mari throws. All right, let's see. This is actually an article in The Sun. Can you believe that? Boy, you think I'm full of gossip. The Sun is just a dumpster fire. I mean, I'm doing this in my little apartment, but that's like do they show up to work with like suits on and be like, all right, Tony, your job today is to write an article about Mari throwing Demi's cake in the fire. Okay, well, it's not exactly Pulitzer Prize winning, but it'll get the job done. All right, let's see if we can get some photos pulled up here. Demi posted this today. Yo, ABC, can I get the footage of me and Kenny in the Boom Boom room trying to make an extra buck? All right, she's annoying me. All right, here we go. Go to your comments here. I still want to know if they ended up making the s'mores. Yeah, Tara said, order another cake. Oh, that cake was handmade. I don't know if you just order a cake if they're on a resort. I'm sure they had a kitchen set up for it. Cora thinks the chocolate might be toxic for crabs. I don't know. Crabs are like bottom feeders. I would think that they'd be pretty good with that. Estletti said the fact that they didn't really show the Boom Boom room when Kenny and Demi were there, I'll believe that he was fake. Yeah, I agree with you there. I didn't buy that Boom Boom room as a real thing. Jen Murphy just showed up. Are we talking cake? Horrific tragedy that was. Oh yeah. And of course at the end they showed Riley kind of debating what type of cake it was, which is important, you know? But I could see a scenario where even when the cake is lit on fire, that's just like creme brulee, right? So if the cake is on fire, you could essentially caramelize all of the sugar from the frosting. If I had cake on me right now, I have a fire pit out back. I would totally light it on fire and let you guys know how good it tastes. I don't know if I've told you this story before, but I brought donuts camping because, you know, what's up? And the next morning, or a day later, the rest of the donuts were kind of like stale. And so for breakfast on the campfire, I kind of roasted the donuts. And they were so good. Oh my gosh, the sugar was dripping off of them. Donuts are very good to roast if you're ever camping. All right. Valerie said, I need to be friends with Taj in her commentary. I DM'd her. I slid into her DMs a few days ago and I said, hey, look, I don't know how it ends with you and Trey, but I'm going to be pushing for you to be the next Bachelorette. And she was like, OMG, thanks. So clearly she has no idea what kind of wrath the Dave Neal live stream has when it comes to putting our forces together to get Tajwan as the next Bachelorette. All right. Okay, trying to get to these comments. Oh, Cora with the first super chat. Thank you so much, Cora. Dave, we need a dramatic sad music goodbye homage to the cake like you do for breakups. I'm trying to get a... you know what? I could probably do that tomorrow. I'm trying to get an image of the cake. Like, I don't know if there's a good quality... You'd think there would be, but, you know... If anyone wants, of course, all super chats, I'll take priority to because it helps pay the bills. If anyone wants to send a super chat in, I hate to ask for them. Don't send anything in. What do I need? Clearly, I struggle with my own self-worth. I do great on the show. All right, 311 people here. Very nice. It's tough. You know what's tough though is it's tough to read the comments and keep on talking. So I hope I'm not too boring for you guys. Catherine says, "Have you ever had a donut burger bun?" I don't know. That sounds fantastic though. That sounds amazing. It's creme brulee. Did I not call it creme brulee? Maybe I don't know if I called it that or if I called it something wrong. All right, I don't see the. I'm trying to look for the fire. I don't see the fire. Sorry, guys. If anyone has a fire, send it to me. I don't have any videos of it. All right, here we go. Let's see if there's any other voicemails here. All right, couple of voicemails. Let's get to your calls. Here we go. Calls on night 401. Hey, Alexis D with a super chat. Video of the fire cake remade with tactics on how to save it. Save the fire cake. Is that a hashtag, save the fire cake? Let me look on Twitter. That would be fantastic if that's a hashtag. I don't think it is. What if I just search fire cake? I need a producer. I need a producer. Fire cake. All right. Let's go to this voicemail while I look up fire cake. Okie dokie. Hey, Nicole's calling back from Dallas.
Dave, it's Nicole again from Dallas. I can't believe I'm calling back, but probably my strongest feeling of the night.
Tried it.
It was a super visceral, like I wanted to, I don't know, not be present for what I covered my screen. I wasn't looking anymore when Demi and Kenny were making out. That was something about that was just so disgusting to me. But also, I called back just to say, anybody that's listening to this, and maybe Dave, since you have a platform, if y'all can donate, if you're able, to Louisiana right now. The Gulf Coast is really in need. The Cajun Navy is a really great organization that helps people during hurricanes. They came to Texas during Hurricane Harvey a few years back. They helped a lot of people, and they're doing the same. They're based in Louisiana, so that's a really great organization. I'm so sorry, my melatonin's kicking in, to donate to, because they really need our help right now. So have a good night and donate if you can. Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much for the call. How thoughtful. That's such a great idea. CajunNavyRelief.com. This is why our country, and again, not to make things political, but how do we not have every ounce of our force helping the people? Every year there's a hurricane. Why don't we have FEMA trailers and trucks just lined up ready to deal with this? Could someone, we could house them all in Detroit. I know that's not near, I'm just saying, Detroit, I was just in Detroit, so you see all the open factories and warehouses. We need a nationalized emergency relief ready to go for things like this. What do I know? You know what? I'll tell you what I know. I know what it takes to get our country. Listen, CajunNavyRelief.com. It's heartbreaking to watch these events happen. And hey, Tiffany, thank you so much for the... I watch your videos every day. Keep true to yourself. Love the Discord. Save the fire cake. Hello, everyone. Well, thank you so much, and thank you to everyone else. What's the $50? Did I miss something? There was a $50 donation. Sorry, I didn't even see that, Sarah. How kind of you. Thank you so much. Hold on, I'm trying to click on it. There it is. How do you feel about Marissa not being honest with Connor? I felt for him. She could have easily said, hey, I'm just not that into you. And Connor would have respectfully backed off. But to say nothing and be all over Riley, eek. Well, I can, and thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. I can say this. I understand the feeling of, it's hard for, I think, even the younger generation to, that's why ghosting's so prevalent. I feel so old saying this, but it's in lieu of hurting people to their face, sometimes we will just ignore something. So when Connor's hey, you want to go on a date later? She's we'll see. She clearly hasn't been in these situations where she has to be no, you're a great guy, but Riley is what I want to be pursuing. So I want you to have the chance to move on. And I've been in relationships like that where the person should have just cut me off and never did. And then I had to kind of come to my own conclusions. But Connor, when you're thinking you can save someone, I'm sure Connor's it's Bachelor in Paradise. We're all gonna date around. And it's no, Riley and Marissa are doing more than dating around. Milwaukee Motor said Kenny actually reasoned on this episode with Mari. Dave saves cake. Yeah, if I had any wherewithal, I would have baked my own cake and replicated that for my own Bachelor in Paradise intro, but I didn't. Anyway, what are we at? 400 people here, so thank you so much to everyone. Cora said, be careful donating to those Cajun Navy relief funds, please. There are many scammers, ones with those names in the title. Good to know. And this one I have not vetted, so good to know. This one that I looked at doesn't even look that. It says it's a 501c3 organization, but yeah, I'll have to do some research whenever we're doing these lives. Don't trust my word for it because I'm just live and I'm human. Christina says, we have them, Dave, for others not in this country. Yeah, no, I know. And look, our country's got an emergency relief and all that, but, we shouldn't have to have GoFundMes for people when they get sick. We shouldn't have to have GoFundMes to save people that are in harm's way in our country. That should all be socialized. We should live in a country where all of our tax money goes to just like it goes to our local fire station and police force. It should go to other mental health issues within the cities. It should go to all these situations of domestic violence, so women can get back on their feet and not have to live as a victim. And it should be all these things. I understand it's not always that easy when it comes to hurricanes and people that are displaced and all that. I went to New Orleans after Katrina for spring break. I went for a week to help gut homes, and it was heartbreaking what we all saw. And it's like, did the government abandon these people? And the truth is, yeah, they did. Only the poorest people, they didn't, there's so much red tape that just people didn't get the help they needed. Okie dokie. Let's see if we have any more voicemails. But thank you guys. Thanks for the super chats and thanks for the voicemails. You guys have been fantastic. I don't always do these East Coast lives. No live tomorrow, like I said, super busy. But these double episodes kill me. But
hey, Dave. It's Madison from Minnesota yet again. Sorry, I'm calling in a second time. But a few more things I remembered. More on Demi. I think it's important to remember that she did bring really good exposure to like the LGBTQ plus community and like relationships on her previous Bachelor in Paradise season. And she was very raw and authentic. So I think this time it's really easy to see that she's just stirring the pot. It's beneficial for her. Like she gets a paycheck, production, it's good for them. It makes sense. Anyway, next, kind of maybe an unpopular opinion. Ivan is not how I expected him to be. He's kind of like passive aggressive and in his interactions has had sort of an egotistical approach, which is not what I expected from seeing him on Tayshia's season. So I really don't know how I feel about Ivan. Serena and Joe, also sorry if you can hear alarms, that's embarrassing. Serena and Joe, I love. She seems so intrigued by him. And even though he still seems kind of closed off from the last experience and being heartbroken, he seems to be opening up a little bit. The age thing does not even seem that significant because to me, Serena is so eloquent and mature that I think they're a really good fit. And then last thing, question for you. Do you think that this is setting up Connor to be the next Bachelor?
Yes.
Because I'm kind of getting that like edit impression. I'd like to hear what you think. Okay, bye.
Well, bye. Thank you so much for the call. Please keep calling back. Listen, all right, this is important for me to let you guys know this. I don't always do this, but just as a little specialty for you guys, we have breaking news. I'm going to call it right now. I got some information I wanted to share with you guys. Connor is the next Bachelor. Okay, folks? I'm just kidding. I don't know if that's true. I honestly don't think Connor would be the next Bachelor, but I do think Connor's getting the edit for the next Bachelor. Assuming Grocery Store Joe is possibly still with Serena, they're the strongest relationship. I mean, who else is getting the edit, Yeah, I'm kidding, by the way. I honestly don't know anything. I almost don't want Connor to have to deal with that, like let him reap all the rewards of the fame from this and go play his music. We'll have to see. But Connor is getting that sympathetic edit where you go, man, he did nothing wrong. Someone had mentioned a little earlier that they think maybe Connor and Marissa did have a conversation. They could have had a conversation. They didn't show it. Why would they show that? That doesn't help them. All right, let's go to Lindsay. Here we go.
Hey, Dave, this is Lindsay. I was just calling to ask. I'm sorry. I'm coming in late onto your video.
Well, fantastic question. Thank you so much. You called back. Here we go.
Lindsay, I'm sorry. I accidentally ended the call and I didn't mean to. My question was, what is your opinion regarding Thomas and Aaron? Whose side are you on and what do you think is going on between them? Bye.
Bye. I'm on Thomas's side, to be honest, but we have breaking news. We have a celebrity in the audience. Ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. Brendan Scanzano is in the chat. Hey, Brandon, how are you, my man? Good to see you. Brendan, how are you not on Bachelor in Paradise? You know what I mean? Did they offer it to you? Do you need an agent? Call me up. I'll get you in there. The fact that Brendan... The fact that you aren't on Bachelor in Paradise, bro. Come on, was it a COVID sort of thing? Were there any other Canadian? Yeah, Serena. You and Serena could have taken Air Canada right down to the Palapa. We could have loved you on there. All right, just saying. Maybe Brendan's maybe they're grooming Brendan to be the next Bachelor. Who knows? I don't know. I think we've had enough the Canadians, they just, these Canadian immigrants, they keep stealing all of our jobs here. Silver Streak with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Very nice. Very, very nice here. Who else do we have? David Spade, maybe. Maybe. All right, trying to see who else we have here. Yeah, SJ says Brendan Scanzano's here. Of course. The Canadians, they've got better internet access, apparently, than us Americans do. So good to see you. Crafty Beach, loved the interview with Brendan Scanzano. Brendan told me, he said, Dave, your fans are just the best. I was like, I know. This is literally my antidepressant, all the fans here. Yeah, Brendan said stay tuned. There you have it, folks. We have breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, maybe Brendan's still showing up. The season's not over. Maybe he shows up to Bachelor in Paradise. We'll have to see. We'll have to see there. Brendan, we're going to need a hair tutorial. When all these ladies do Bachelorette, everyone's like, when Katie Thurston, tell us how you do your eyebrows. I want Brendan to do a video how he coiffs the hair up. Do you hang upside down like a bat? Is that how you get the volume? My hair falls down, but yours kind of just does this sort of like, maybe that's that Canadian confidence that you have. You know what I mean? You get free healthcare, so your hair follicles just are confident enough. Mine are falling down on the weight of their pressure. We'll have to see. Yeah, a lot of Brendan for Bachelor there. There it is. Look, everyone wants him, one after another. Nicole's sliding into Brendan's DMs right there in the chat. Absolutely. Sarah's happy too. All right, let me just see. I'm always a few seconds behind here. Yeah, that's right. Brendan says stay tuned. Well, you heard it here first. I just want my channel to be big enough where Bachelor contestants get sued for coming on it. I think that's my goal, is to be the Bachelor channel that gets Luke Peace sued. Oh, right. Yeah, that's right. Brendan's right. Dave is the best fans. There's no lies. No lies were spoken there. We have a couple weirdos, but we like them anyway. I'm looking at you, Sarai. I'm just kidding. Oh, who's this? Oh, hold on. We might have a...
Dave, this is Brendan from Toronto, Canada. It's your buddy. Bromance was real. I just want to say your hair looks phenomenal during this live Bachelor in Paradise after show recap. Just want to say, hey, you got the best fans, and I'll see you soon, buddy.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brendan Scanzano says, I've got nice hair. This has been a breaking news update. Look, it takes good hair to recognize good hair, so thank you so much. I've been using Moroccan oil. I like a little castor oil. I like to, just a little bit, and I just like to rub it in. Nothing. You don't want to grease it up too much, but just enough to, let the ladies know what's happening. Sophia says, Canadians are taking over. You're dang right they are. Very nice. Thank you so much for the call. I appreciate that. Hey, Brendan Scanzano, you got any Bachelor? Is McKenna with you? Oh, there it is. I just saw your voicemail. Okay, so now I'm just delayed here. Who's sliding into your DMs in Bachelor Nation? Because we got McKenna. Let's analyze single Bachelor contestants in Canada. We've got McKenna. That's the one that's been attached to your name, and I don't know who else we have. Right? Serena's probably with Grocery Store Joe. I think Brendan Scanzano needs an American, though. Like Blake and Katie did it right. They'll get married. They'll both, they'll exchange passports, whatever the hell happens. Yeah. Alyssa says, OMG, Dave, I've never seen you that happy. Yeah, you need to find yourself a guy that looks at you the way I look at my hair when Brendan calls. How about that? All right. Yeah, I'm still waiting for Katie to call in. What's going on, Katie? Come on. All right. Crafty says we need Bachelor T. Brendan says, who's the perfect match for me? Well, I think if someone like Mari was single, she'd be a good match for you. You need someone who's gonna like put on a dress and crush it, but then also, wear her like retainer at night. You know what I mean? Like you need someone who's like sort of a goofball, but then like, has that superwoman moment where she goes into the, the booth and turns around and all of a sudden she's, crushing it. Yeah, you got to exchange passports. That's what you got to do. Try to get all caught up here. So Christina says Tia would be good. Oh, perfect match, Kelsey. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if Brendan wants to have to put out any of Kelsey's fires. That's a fireman reference here. Madison says, Brendan, I will now be completing an Excel document of potential matches. Please give me 2 to 3 business days. Hannah Brown, that's a no from me. No, don't roll Tide over there. Cora says, you got to find your match in your own way. No one here will know you well enough to really say. Well, that's not fun. We need to, we need quick opinions. Kelsey. Yeah, it was good seeing Tia and Becca again. I mean, I don't know enough about McKenna, but McKenna seems nice. I don't really know what she seems fun. She's out there doing her thing. So Jordan says, Brendan would mesh well with someone easygoing and social. Oh, that's good to know. Easygoing and social. If there's any other Bachelor ladies in the voicemail section, please call in and pitch yourself. Does anyone want to, I'll just auction it off. Does anyone want to date with Brendan Scanzano right now? Pitch yourself and tell me why you think you would be a good partner. Alexis says, Madison Pruitt. I'm going to have to veto that one. That's a no from me. No Madison Pruitt. Listen, Brendan's, he's a fireman from Canada. No offense to Madison Pruitt. She's not ready to slide down those poles. Okay, folks. Here we go. All right. Milwaukee says, how old is Brendan? I think he's late 20. He's actually, well, Brendan's younger than Brendan Scanzano. Younger than Blake, right? Blake was a couple years older, so he's a young guy here. Let's see. Age 26. Brendan's 26 years old. All right, I'm Brendan's agent. This is officially a contract in the comment section, legally binding, 15%. Actually, to be honest, Brendan, the agreed upon agency commission in California is 10%. Now, if I were your manager, that's not a licensed agent of the state, so I could charge 20%, but I'll give it to you for 10%. Just because I'm feeling pretty charitable today. Oh, that's a good one. Tara says, Alana Milne. Yeah, she's my favorite. Why aren't we doing that? Hold on. She's and I think, now I wonder, could we be onto something? Tara, let me search for Alana here. And I believe Alana, is she based in San Diego? So Alana would be, that's actually maybe my strongest choice for Brendan right here. She's already kind of got her own thing going on in Bachelor Nation. Here she is. Comparison is the thief of joy. We know that. Let me get rid of this kind super chat there. So we're looking at, now I don't know, we're just judging on personality here, folks. Come on, get your head out of the gutter. She seems like she's very nice. All the girls love her. It's always important to have someone that the girls love. You know me, I like a good denim jean, like, it takes the ladies brought back the high-waisted jeans, and they did a damn good job here. So there's Alana there. New jeans deserve to pick. Well, we think so too. So that might be the best one so far. Sarah Bell says Kendall, Joe's ex. I don't know about that. Nicole said, genuinely, what about Abigail if her and Noah don't work out? Brendan and Abigail. Yeah, well, Abigail, she seems like a sweet pick. So, yeah, she might be great. Kendall, I don't know about Kendall. Kendall's sweet and all. Let's see what else we got here. Megan says, dude, it's not after the show. It's about to start for me. I live on the West Coast. Well, Megan, I'm going to have a 10 p.m. West Coast recap. You're just in the wrong recap. So you're going to have to wait. Brendan says, odds I DM her. I think you should. I think, you know what? You know what you should do, Brendan? You should send her the live stream and just be like, all right, go to the hour and 5 minute mark and see, and just be like, look, Dave Neal's audience thought we'd be a good match. So why don't we sling some spades and lance our basses together, spike a coconut and bump a Harrison? Why not? Why not? I mean, this is exactly what I was saying would be good for you, A girl that can wear a nice dress to brunch. She's got a great smile. They're telling me she's from Toronto. So you got that going on here. So go buy a rose, bud. Give her a rose. Tell her Dave Neal sent you. Let me know how it goes. You know what I mean? There she is. Every rose has its thorn. And you got that like blonde look and she's got the brunette look. So that's kind of a good match happening there. Elizabeth Miller says Kelly Flanagan. I'm gonna not say Kelly Flanagan. No offense to Kelly. Nicole still says you and Abigail. So we have we have a lot of options here. Anya says, I agree with Alana. Very good. Good to know. We'll have to see how it goes. We'll have to get the update there. All I ask is if you get married, you invite me to the wedding. That's all I ask. I won't... Oh, here's another good one. Crystal says Alaya Benavides. Although I think... Did she have a boyfriend? No. Does Alaya show up to Bachelor in Paradise this year? Yeah, this is the funny part is I think I could be a better matchmaker than Bachelor in Paradise. Just come on the live stream and we'll just we'll sling some options at you. Valerie said, "Buy her a rose, bud. So Canadian of you." Well, yeah, I mean, Brendan's kind of he brings the Canadian out in me. You know what I mean? Brendan, you just made me feel so old. I'm the cool uncle you never had. Oh boy, I guess so. What am I? 9 years older than you? Oh boy, I'm like the older cousin that buys you a beer in high school. Oh, so sad. It is so sad. Yeah, there, Tiffany. Thank you. Right, Brendan. Come on, uncle. Come on, bud. Glad I wasn't the only one. Glad I wasn't the only one there. All right. He's everyone's favorite uncle. Oh, that couldn't be creepier. Hey, no, not Dave. He's everyone's favorite uncle. That's where the problems always start. Drunk uncle. Well, I'm sober uncle right now, but I'll take that. All right, last chance for voicemails. I'm going to get out of here in a few minutes. We're going to have the West Coast live stream happening at 10 p.m., so I'm going to have to take a little while to do the recap. Oh, it looks like Brendan's got a call here. Let's see what we have here. Hold on 1 second.
Hey, David, this is Emily from New York City. I'm just calling in. I love your show, but I'm really calling for Brendan. Brendan, hit me up if you're ever in the city. Okay, bye.
Listen, this is the world I want to live in, where I can set up Emily in New York City with a Canadian. Don't ever say we didn't do anything for our friends in the north there, okay? Oh, Canada, my ass. This is the American way. We get on a live stream and we get you a lance in your bass. All right, we're having buffering issues. I guess that's my time to hang it up. All right, Emily says, how old are you, Brendan? I believe he's 26, right? I think he's 26 out there. We got a ton of people there. I kind of feel like I should keep on going. I'll go for a few more minutes since we have a ton of people in here. Bruce says, this def calls for a beer. Yeah, we've entered a new phase of the... We've entered a new phase of Bachelor live streaming, where we are now taking over the show where we get the boom boom room all situated. Is it hard now, Brendan? Is it hard? I mean, I don't know if you're still in the chat, but I wonder if it's hard to get into the States right now. You know, I know in Canada there's been quite a lockdown happening. Milwaukee says Toronto and New York only an hour flight away. Well, there you go, not too bad. Sarah says Uncle Dave, the sequel to Linen Shirt Dave. Boy, I've really fallen from grace. I went from Linen Shirt Dave to Bowling Shirt Dave. Oh boy. Christine says Dave has great hair. Well, thank you. I mean, I appreciate it. It's it's you got to know what your strong suits are. I'm not known for my six pack. I just have nice hair. Very nice, very nice. Jordan said, I feel like we didn't even talk about the episode much. We got too sidetracked. Well, once in a while, you just got to go with the flow. And the flow was trying to get Brendan laid. You know what I mean? Kyla says, what age range are you interested in dating, Brendan? I feel like he's 26. I'm going to speak for Brendan here as his agent. And I'm going to say a 26-year-old guy. I think his age range should be like 22 to 29, 30. I mean, that sounds, I don't think 30 is old, but I remember when I was 26 and I was seeing this like 28-year-old and I felt like I was dating a professor. I mean, that's, very ageist of me, but you get the point. Spring says, agree, Dave rocks the short hair. Wow, geez, boy, you guys are making me feel like I'm young again. Elizabeth says, come to Virginia, Brendan. You'll find me fishing at Sunday Park, LOL. Wow. These ladies are throwing at Brendan. I like it. All right, what else do we got here? I think that's going to be it for me. We're going to do a 10 p.m. live stream as well. I really don't have much else to say. Nicole says Katie was 30. That's true. Katie was 30. But Blake's older. How old's Blake? Let's see how old Blake is. Blake's got to be about 29 in my opinion, right? How old is Blake Moynes? I don't care how old Blake Shelton is. Blake Moynes is 31. Okay. So Brendan was what? You're 5 years younger than Blake? That's a good big age difference there. Big age difference, bud. All right, he says, for a future, I date 26 to 33. Oh, you don't want to date anyone younger than you? Well, how old is Alana? Because I'm still stuck on you and Alana on Mill. I don't know if she's famous. I don't know if Alana's famous enough to have her age on the internet. It says she's 27. So, well, what? I mean, 22. Look, he's 26. That's not that far off. That'd be like if he was a senior in college and she was a freshman, right? Don't make me look like a creep now. Madison left one more messy voicemail for Brendan's sake. All right, let's go to Madison's. Here's to Madison's messy voicemail for Brendan's sake.
Dave, guess who? It's Madison from Minnesota yet again. So sorry. Okay, Brendan, these are my top 3. This has been rapid fire. I've been racking my cranium, okay? Number 1, Chelsea from that season.
Okay, Chelsea.
I love her so much. Follow her on Instagram. She is an ethereal goddess. You need to consider that. Number 2. What was my number 2? Oh my god.
I'll write it down.
Number 2, Lexi from Pete season.
Lexi.
Absolute gorgeous human being. Calming energy. I think she'd be a really good fit. Okay, Lexi from Pete season. And then number 3, I literally have notes. Like I'm writing a dissertation.
Madison, you should
something.
be number 3.
Oh my god, what did I do with
there.
No.
I'm looking for Peter
Wait,
Weber's.
hold on, guys. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Images.
Scrolling
Lexi
through the chat.
Buchanan.
I put it in the chat.
Oh, Lexi is cute.
Oh my god.
All right, it's all right. Keep figuring it out. 20 seconds left on your voicemail.
Elise. Elise is number 3.
Elise.
I know,
is
kind of
the
an age
redhead?
difference, but I think Elise would be a good fit too.
Okay.
Sorry for that delay.
No worries.
I was taking this very seriously. Anyway, those are my suggestions. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Madison, are you drinking tonight? What's your drug of choice over there? Or are you just, I mean, hey, maybe not. Maybe you just, trying to get your facts straight here. No worries. So we have Lexi. Let's see if we can find Lexi here. This contestant sweeps Peter Weber off his feet on night 1. So there's Lexi Buchanan. Let me see if I can find her on Instagram. This is Showbiz Cheat Sheet. I mean, these are really the bottom of the barrel websites. You know, these things just crash the computer. You know what? I'm not going to pull up Lexi. Jody says, who is Brendan? Brendan is Brendan Scanzano we're talking to right now from Katie Thurston's season of Bachelorette. I don't know. Maybe he's having a laugh at home because he's canoodling with his significant other. You know what I mean? So who knows? Maybe he's already found that love. You got to be careful though. I can't imagine being in like your shoes, Brendan, and you want to go out to the nightclubs, but you just know someone's going to take a video of you. You know what I mean? It's like you're not like Justin Timberlake, no offense, but like, Justin Timberlake, probably got to sign an NDA, like Derek Jeter used to, the shortstop for the Yankees used to make girls sign like an NDA, but still it's like the last thing you want is to like go out with someone and then she makes a TikTok about you saying that, you have bad morning breath. I don't know. But as far as what Brendan's going to be doing, I gotta tell you, I don't like to spoil these things, and I don't have any information. But it would be nice to know if you were going on a future show. I don't expect you to be making. We would have known if you made an appearance on Michelle's season. But like I've been saying all along, you got the raw deal. You couldn't really compete with what went down on your season of Bachelorette. So you should for sure. And you're a young guy, so you for sure have literally another decade worth of opportunities on the show. Not, if you find love in the meantime, absolutely. Travis says you're the MVP of Katie's season. That's good to know. So yeah, you've got options. And look, like I understand. Ladies have never had to sign an NDA to date me. They make me sign an NDA. They're like, please don't tell anyone that we dated. I'd rather not hurt my street cred. I don't know, folks. Alrighty. If you guys didn't see, only the Discord knows. Or no, maybe the earlier live stream, I was making soup tonight, so I made a great beef stew. Really good stuff coming out of here. So I got to go tend to that. If you're in New York City, you might see me in a few weeks. I might be doing some stand-up there in a few weeks. Shows in West Hollywood Thursday night. Tomorrow night, I'm in Hawthorne, California. And then I've got other shows coming up in Hollywood in the next few weeks. So you can go check that. Always promoting. Sarai with a $5 super chat. Thank you for being there for me. We have a Zoom chat going on. You should come and join in on the fun. Yes, send me a link on Instagram and maybe I'll say hi. I mean, how do you have a Zoom chat and my live stream? Like, that's a lot of bandwidth happening right now. How funny would that be is if you guys just decide you don't need me, so you just have a Zoom chat and you're like, and then like I go live on my live stream and it's only got 3 people in the room and I'm like, where is everyone? Like, sorry, we're in Sarai's Zoom chat. I don't know. Sunshine said, Dave, get to Tampa when things calm down. I'm working on it. Miss Liz says, I didn't know there was an East Coast Live. Well, tomorrow night I have a show, so I can't do a live stream. So I wanted to give you guys a little something extra special here. So anyway, folks, Brendan, let me know. Shoot me a DM if you, if you get any success from this little casting call we had. Texas Star says, do you have any venues in Connecticut? Nothing happening in the short term, but I'll let you know for sure. I used to do New Haven all the time. Linen Shirt Dave for Bachelor in Paradise host. I just want to be Wells Barback. I think I would make good choices as the barback. Here's the last voice.
Dave Neal's biggest fan, Brendan, obviously from Toronto. Shout out to Madison for, putting in that effort. I'm really seeing the effort from all of Dave's fans, and, I appreciate it. And you know what? Maybe if you can, start trending some potential dates for me. Dave, Uncle Dave, technically now, we made it official, my new manager. So, hey, all the Dave Neal fans, shout out to you. Madison, thank you again for that 15-hour long voicemail. And I'm signing off, guys. So enjoy the night.
All right, that's it, folks. You heard it here. That's Brendan Scanzano has officially anointed me Uncle Dave. Signing off. You ladies can slide into his DMs if you want. And then I still say, Brendan, shoot your shot. You have Alana over here. Give her the love she so deserves. Willie Billy with a $5 super chat. There you go. Thank you so much for that, Willie Billy. And, of course, I'm going to pull up Brendan's Instagram for anyone who's not following him. So let's see if we pull that up. Give me a second here. Brendan, let's see there. Of course, if you have, I know you guys already saw our interview, but if you haven't, you can go to Brendan's interview on my page and check out that conversation we had. So that's where we'll be. There it is. So the Brendan Quinn, that's where you can go give him a follow. Slide into his DMs if you have a person you want to set him up with, or if you feel like you would be a good match, of course. Just know if you do go on a date with him, I'm going to ask you to live stream, call us up, and we'll post that breaking news. Yeah, McKenna, there's been a lot of rumors that McKenna and Brendan have been together. Jody said Dave should open a bar. That sounds like a horrible idea. Just, sticky floors and, late night. Maybe it'd be fun. I would gain a ton of weight if I had like bar food, all day. Madison said, Madison's response to Brendan, thank you. I'm embarrassed about that voicemail, but I'm here to support. Get those DMs going. I can only imagine Madison was just like shuffling through papers being like, I think Chelsea would be good. And Lexi she's just got like a whole casting sheet, like just a bin of names, a binder full of women, as Mitt Romney would say. Uncle Dave, that's it. All right, folks. Well, that's going to be it from me. I'll be back at 10 p.m., so I'll be back in an hour and 45 minutes or so to do the West Coast live stream. So if you're still around, come join that. Otherwise, I got a lot of other content coming out tomorrow. So I will talk to all of you guys later, and I will play you out, as always, with my little scene here. All right, thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate y'all so much, and have a good evening. And I thought I had more music coming. Hold on a second, folks. Have a good one. I'll be back at 10 p.m. Pacific time if anyone wants to be a part of that chat. Thank you so much, Brendan, for checking in with us. I appreciate you. Madison, everyone else, Sarah, and everyone else's super chats. Thank you guys so much. We'll talk to you later. Bye.